on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. The Sooners are on the move.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Handoff to the single running back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're facing a third down. Give to the running back. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive. He's got it. First down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Looking for room. It's Donaldson. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Now rolling to the left. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house him. Touchdown, Ohio State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They believe they can run right here. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Looking for a crease. It's Tatum. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They been giving up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mateer. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. The Sooners will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Real disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's hot. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He breaks a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They think there's room to run to the right here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Burks. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Dropping back. It's Mateer. Buys a little extra time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a fourth and short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw at St. Clair. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Gonna sling it on second down. Unleashes it. Complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The offense wasting tuck it into that right corner. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. Fires on the move. Got his man all by himself. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. inside handoff. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you get the ball.
Ball's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Gets away, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. On the move, it's Ott. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides to the back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. And they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They think there's room to run to the right here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's 3rd and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad play.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Runs through the tackle. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here comes the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. On the run from inside his own 5. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Powers through the defender. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion
came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Takes the handoff. It's Ott. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Gets away from one, finds room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Finds a little space. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They're going to test the right side with this. Oh, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. On the move. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
To the ground with the back. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job.
Turning it up. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next move yelling, wrap up. You have to wrap up.
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to do some, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Sooner. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He gets a block. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. And some room to work. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The running back has it. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. There's the pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This is a design run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Gets the back moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the 2nd half.
And they tacked on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Sategna. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Quickly complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the 2nd half, you take the 1st kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Smashes ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. LSU quick to the line. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Johnson looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one. Snagged on the outside. It's Watkins. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Got a man. It's Sategna. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Sategna. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Pocket breaking down.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. They'll go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.